Shalom.
Shalom.
We the brothers from the Great Millstone Charlotte camp coming at you with another lesson. Before we get into our lesson, we want to start off giving our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone and Ruel. The salutation to the fellow laborers in the ministry doing the work of the Lord, man. Pushing his gospel day in and day out to you fellow brethren. Shalom.
Shalom.
So basically, man, we're going to get into a quick lesson about the day of the Lord, man, which is Judgment Day, man, upon the wicked, man. Include 2/3 of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, man. You know, and to the heathens, man, starting off with the one that, which is the wicked, you so-called white people, man, which go back to the biblical Edomites, man, your forefather Esau, man. So basically, man, we're going to just jump straight into it, man. A lot of prophecies, you know, coming to pass, man. And it's all of it is gearing up towards the day of judgment, man.
That's
the day of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, who the world really calls God and Jesus Christ. The day of wrath, man. All type of judgment that's going to be reigning here on the earth, man. You know, all type of wars, World War III, race wars, concentration camps, martial law, famine, pestilence, and we're going to get into it because all that is prophesied in the scriptures, how at the end days or the end times that we are in is going to take place, man. And all of it is through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And the prophets, mainly the men of Great Millstone, and those that in the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is professing it, man. Because these are the Lord's word, man, not our own, man.
This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 9, verse 1. It says, He answered me then and said, Measure thy time diligently in itself.
So you're supposed to be measuring the time, man. Just like how the Most High told Esdras, man. So the real men of the Lord, the ones that know that they're Israelites, the prophets that's out there doing the work of the Lord, claiming the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, day in and day out on the highways and byways, or on the way, or by the way of the internet, putting up these videos, you know. The Lord said, measure the times, man, diligently, man. And that's how you stay on focus, man. That's how you stay on task, man. Watching the times, man. Watching the current events in the different news and media outlets, man.
Right.
And adding them up to the scriptures, man. Because we are in the times of great judgment in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. I'm returning, man, the reign on the earth, man, with his people Israel starting off with the elect.
Continue on. It says, and when thou seek part of the sign past, which I had told thee before.
And that's prophecy, man. The word prophet or prophesied, meaning to say before, man. So what we're doing we're going out there saying the things that's in the scriptures that was written in the past, in the ancient times, from the ancient prophets, all the way now, with the prophets being reincarnated back into the flesh in these times. We are doing nothing but reciting the words and the prophecies that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai already had set up, man. And it's playing out now, man.
Right. Verse 2. It says, Then shall thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
And so now the elect men, the ones that's in the understanding of the truth, have the understanding of knowing what times that we in, man. But we seeing the signs, man. And the only way you can be able to see the sign is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai open up your spiritual eye to understand these scriptures and compare them to the times that we are in, man.
Right. Because the scriptures is not given on to most species, or most people, especially 2/3 you Negroes, Latinos, Native American, and the other heathens. The scripture is given unto the elect, the hopeful elect. Only the hopeful elect will understand the wisdom and understanding of this truth.
Yeah, come.
Verse 3. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 9, verse 3. It says, Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of people in the world.
And you seeing that today, man. Daily, man, for the past couple of months, past couple of years, man. There been frequent earthquakes, man, taking place throughout the whole entire earth, man. Uproars of the people, man. Meaning you got the people, the citizens of these different countries going up against, they government, man. Which is gonna lead to clash wars, civil war, civil unrest, race wars, and because these are in the scriptures, man.
Verse 4, it says, then shall we understand that the Most High speak of those things from the days that there were before thee, even from the beginning.
Even from the beginning, man. Going back to the word prophecy, man. The meaning that said before, man. So ever since the beginning, Yahweh Shem Yahushua already had it written in the last days, there's going to be great calamities, turmoil, wars, mass death, man. And all that leads to the Lord's judgment, because the majority of the world is in darkness and in wickedness, man. They don't follow the law, statutes, commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, which is righteousness, especially the ones of our people, because the laws was given to you Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and these heathens. They reject the law off top because the Lord is not dealing with them, man.
Right.
So since Israel is on the bottom and the heathens on top, starting and the head leader is you Edomites, you so-called white people, but you elites on down. Now the world is in full of wickedness, man. You got 2/3 of our people following it, man. Not coming back to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, a true righteous power, man.
Verse 5, it says, for like as that is made in the world, had a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
So now in the end, these prophecies are coming to be manifested, man. And how we know, like I say, man, you got to be diligent, man, in measuring the times, like the Lord told Esdras, man, in the beginning of the chapter, man. And you measure the times, and you read, the scriptures and add them up to the different current events that the Lord said is going to take place in the last days throughout the scriptures. Then you come to the understanding that there's about to be manifest, man. The Lord has spoken. You got to have a spiritual eye, man, for the Lord to show you these visions, man, and give you the understanding, man. You got to have the correct doctrine, the correct teachers, which are the men and the apostles and elders of great millstone, and that's how you know that the time that we're in, that the Lord spoke of since back then, is manifesting in the times that we are in now, man. You adding the scriptures up when it speak about World War III, when it speak about great calamities coming here in the last days, man. Jacob's trouble, the RFID chip being the mark of the beast. You seeing it being pushed every day, man. You seeing these things, these prophecies coming to pass and being fulfilled every day, man. Long as, you keep watching, man. And if the Spirit is with you, man, then you have the understanding of knowing what times that we in, man.
Verse 6, it says, even so the time also of the highest hath plain beginnings and wondrous and powerful works.
So the understanding of these scriptures and the visions are plain. The Lord make them plain, but he only make it plain to the elect, man.
Right.
144,000 and the 1/3. Those
right.
are the ones of the nation of Israel that the Lord is only dealing with, man.
That's right.
Continue on.
Continue on. It says, and the endings and the effects and signs.
So the Lord got different effects that come with these signs, man. What is some of the signs, man? The size of the sky, the heavens. You got different, blood moons taking place.
That's right.
Blue moons, different, the solar eclipse, lunar eclipse, signs in the different parts of the earth by different, all type of different, calamities that are taking place, man, natural disasters, wars and rumors of wars, and all those are signs, and they're being affected, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Because this is what the Lord spoke of, man. And the Lord is a power that he do not lie, man. Anything that Yahweh Shem Yahushua said is going to be fulfilled, man. Continue on.
Verse 7, it says, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by the faith.
So that's how you're going to be saved from the peril times that we coming into, man. Peril means dangerous, man. You know, extremely dangerous times, man. Because when all hell break loose, when the economy crashes, there's no more food, no more water, no more money. You know, just, you know the way that people, you know, carry on their life throughout their daily walk, man. And when it, you know, to the time come when it all chaos, all hell breaking loose, man. The only way that you're gonna be saved if you part of the elect. And then what is the elect man gonna be doing? The quiet for the Lord to be on the save them, man. Is doing his work, man. That's right. Saved by his work and by his faith, man. You know? That's right. And doing the work meaning pushing the words, the prophecies, the scriptures out there on the highways and byways, putting up the work on the internet, you know, warning Israel, man, and at the same time keeping the laws, statutes, commandments to the best of your ability, you know, the high holy days, being brotherly love, you know, and having faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushua that he's dealing with you, man, so you can be delivered from the times that we coming into, man. That's what the scriptures also say, give diligence to make thy calling and election sure, man. So you want to give diligence to make the Lord hope, or not make, but hope and pray that the Lord is dealing with you, man. For that's sure, right. Man. That's right. So you can be delivered from the peril times that are coming, man. That's it on that. Okay. Isaiah 66 and 15. So the Lord is coming back with great judgment, man. And throughout the past couple of years, you know, especially for the brothers that's been in the truth for a while, you know, and even brothers that just now woken up to the truth, man. From if you know, because Lord always shows signs to his men, and for the past couple of years, man, you know, the Lord judgment has been turned up more and more death, you know, more natural disasters, man, you know, more wars and rumors of wars, you know, because the Lord is about to make his second coming, man. He's about to bring punishment upon the world, man. The wickedness of our people, of these heathens, man. You know, and he's about to establish the righteous kingdom, which is the kingdom of Israel, man. Right. Isaiah 66 and 15.
All right, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 66, verse 15. And it reads, it says, for behold, the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua will come with fire.
So the Lord is coming with fire, man. You know, you got majority of the world thinking the God of the Bible, the power of the Bible, is always talking about love. You just love, peace, and happiness, man. You know, but right here, man, they say that the Lord is coming with fire, man. Cause you got a lot of our people thinking, or the world thinking that the Lord is not going to come with any type of destruction, man. But right here, Yahweh Shem Yahushua say that they coming with fire, man. And the fire is a cleansing agent, man. You know, and the fire also brings destruction, man. You know, anytime, whenever you ever seen a fire took place and leave something peaceful, man, it always leave that area desolated or destroyed, man. So that's what the Lord coming back with, destruction, man.
Continuing on, it says, with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and rebuke his flame of fire.
So that's how the Lord coming back, man. He's coming back with those chariots, which are the so-called UFOs, what the world call it, but they are the chariots of Israel, which are the angels in Yahweh Shah. You know, that's how they're going to return and bring war against these different world leaders on armies, man. You know, the Lord also going to have another way of fire he's going to come with, is by the nuclear missiles, man. That's going to be shot off during the end of this World War III, man. After Yahweh Shah delivered the elect, man. And by the way of beaming them up out of the different countries that the elect is scattered to, man. Yeah.
Verse 16. It says, for by fire and by his sword will the Lord Yahweh Shah play with all flesh.
So that's the way how the Lord's going to plead with these people.
Plead.
By that fire, man. And the all flesh he's talking about is the 2/3 of the nation of Israel and the heathens, man. The ones that the Lord got predestinated or have their fate to be destroyed by the ways of those missiles. different other, judgment that the Lord is going to bring on this place. But the elect is going to be delivered, man. That's it on that.
I got to preach up. This is the book of Matthew chapter 24, verse 6. What the brother was going into when he said about wars and rumors of wars. It says, and this Yahushua speaking, it says, ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye not be troubled, for these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So when he was talking about wars and rumors of wars, and what he mean by that, Yahushua was speaking about the different wars that's going to go on, like the race war, like the brothers was getting into, wars dealing with nation against another nation. It's going to be Edomites against the other Edomites for different countries, like the Russian Edomites against the American Edomites. It's going to be all kind of wars, and it says that when you see these things, be not troubled. And it also says, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So when you see these things, speaking to the elect, it said, be not be troubled, because you know these things must come to pass before the end. But he said it is not yet, because the elect shall receive salvation. That was it on that.
Okay.
You want me to go down to 7?
That's good. You can that's it on that. Okay. I'm gonna read you get Jeremiah 28 and 8. I'm gonna read Jeremiah 30 and 7. This is Jeremiah 30 verse 7. Alas, for that day is great. What day, man? That day of judgment, man. And this day is great, man. The Lord coming with full power, man. With all the arsonies of different prophecies and war and destruction that the Lord is bringing, man. And it said, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. So there's no other day that is compared to the day of the Lord that he's going to bring to this place, man. Worse than 70 AD, when we got ran out of the land of Israel, worse than the times that the northern kingdom came over here and served captivity. Worse than the times, northern kingdom meaning you Latino tribes, and you Native Americans that served captivity under the so-called white man, these Edomites. Worse than the captivity of the southern kingdom, which you Negroes on West Indies and you Haitians suffer over here on the Western Hemisphere, man. And worse than any other time, man. Lord, done got so many times where all type of destruction and death took place. But this day that the Lord is going to bring, those days are not going to be compared to it, man. The Lord already bringing so much death, man. But the Lord did not even turn up the level yet. I mean, he's not even turning up. He haven't turned up to the point that it's going to be mass death, man. That America ain't even used to, where majority of the world ain't used to, man. Because this is that time of great shifting and a great time of cleansing, man. The Lord is about to cleanse the majority of this world by putting the wicked people to death, man, and starting over again with just the righteous, man, which is the elect Israel, man, and the rest of these heathen nations, whether the heathen nation that's going to be saved for that time, they're going to be not be turning righteousness because the Lord is not saying because the Lord is dealing with them, but they're going to have to be following the law, statutes, commandments once Israel get in power, man. Because when we get in power, there ain't going to be no more wickedness, man. All these heathens that serve these false gods and push their wicked agenda, starting with Esau, Edom, the so-called white race on down to you, Arabs, you Africans, you Chinese, you Japanese, all you heathens, man. Y'all not going to be serving and doing your own thing, serving these false gods and these idols, man. You're going to worship the true power, man, the true power of Israel, which is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man.
That's right.
And it says, Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7, alas, for that day is great. What day? The day of destruction, the great judgment day, man, that the Lord is about to bring here upon America and throughout the earth. So that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. And who represent Jacob, man? Who's on Jacob's sons, man? the Israelites, man. Which are you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. The Lord chosen people, man.
That's right.
And the reason why the Lord said Jacob's trouble, because once again, the Lord is only dealing with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob's seed, man. Israel, man. And the reason why there's going to be trouble for Israel, because you got 2/3 of our people in wickedness, man. They don't want to come back and serve and worship Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. And there's no excuse, man. The men of the Lord are out here to tell his people, or to tell these people that the Lord is dealing with us, come back to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, or you're going to be put to death, man. But they don't want to listen, man. So their destiny is to be destroyed, man. In this up and coming great time of judgment, man. And it said, even in times of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. And who's going to be the ones that's going to be saved out of the time of Jacob's trouble? Only the elect, man.
Right.
You know, because the elect is going to return to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua and serve Yahweh Bashim Yahushua because they believe on him, man. Unlike the 2/3, man. So they're going to have to be put to death, man, for their disobedient and rebellious, man. You know, when them great times come up, you know, when you Negroes, Latino, Native Americans get caught up into this World War III, man. You know, these race wars, these pestilence, these famines, these concentration camp martial law. The Lord is not going to deliver you from those judgment, man. Why? Because you don't serve and have faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man.
That's right.
The elect is going to have faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And for that, having that faith, man, they're going to count it as being delivered, man. Having the Lord's protection in those days, man.
That's right.
Jeremiah 28 and 8.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 28, verse 8. It said, the prophets that had been before me and before thee of old prophecy, both prophesied of both against many countries and against great kingdoms. I'm going to read that over. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 28, verse 8. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of wars and even of pestilence.
Yeah, counsel, that's what a prophet mindset is going to be, man. Just like the prophets from back then, Jeremiah, Isaiah, Ezekiel, you know, Hosea. You know, anytime that the Lord dealt with those prophets back then, man, majority of the visions and the prophecies that he gave unto them was about great judgment, man. Evil, war, destruction, man, pestilence, man. You know, and the man of the Lord that's in these days is going to be doing the same thing, man.
Right.
For a while, because we reciting what the prophets said back then, man. And the prophets are here today once again through reincarnation, man. The same prophets are coming back in their lot today, speaking about the same thing that the Lord gave them 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 years ago, man.
That's right.
So the things that the Lord spoke to them prophets about the great judgment and war and destruction, you know, they prophesied it back then, but it really was meant for the times now, man.
That's right.
You know, because you had great kingdoms back then, they fell through the wickedness, you know, and the Lord, you know, took them down, man, you know, for the wickedness that they pushed. So America is no different, man. America is the most wickedest country or kingdom that ever exists, and they're pushing out all the wickedness amongst all nations to follow them, man. So the Lord's coming back to bring destruction to America, man,
right,
and different other countries, man, that's following after the ways of Satan, man, you know. So now we in the times that we speaking against those great wicked kingdoms, man, just like how we did back in the ancient days, man. That's it on that. Get on Amos 3 and 6. So a real man of the Lord is going to be prophesying about destruction, man. Because that was written, man. You know, anytime wickedness went down in the ancient days of through these different other kingdoms, man, the Lord always set up his prophets to bring that country down or bring that kingdom down through his prophecies, man, or through his prophets by warning them, man, telling them that the Lord disliked them for pushing their wickedness, man. And majority of the time, you know, it was these heathen kingdoms because they was over Israel, you know, and they pushed their ways or their cultures on Israel, man, to get them to go off, man. You know, and the majority of our people during those times when they was under the heathens, you know, they was gladly to worship those heathen gods, man. Because they figured that our God didn't love us because he kept putting us in captivity, man. And the main reason why he kept putting us in captivity because we was being disobedient, man.
That's right.
You know, so it's no different today, man. Here we in captivity on our enemies, mainly the so-called white man, Esau, Edom. And here our people still want to be rebellious against Yahweh Shem Yahushua and follow the ways of the heathens, man, which got us in captivity in the first place, man.
Right.
So the Lord ain't gonna be no more the Lord, you know, raising us up out of our captivity and we be, you know, we doing right for a while. The next thing, you know, we go off again and we go into captivity again under our enemies and we doing all type of wickedness again. No, this is gonna be it, man. This is gonna be the last time, man. The Lord is about to bring judgment on the wicked ones of his people, you Israelites. And he's gonna put the wicked out of power, man. They're pushing all the wickedness, man. And he's gonna set up his kingdom, man, with his elect and push the righteous, man. Forever, man. An everlasting righteous kingdom, man. That shall never fall or fail, man.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 6. This is the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 6. And it reads, shall the trumpet be blown in the city and in the people not be afraid?
And so the Lord says, shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people should not be afraid, man. But back then, you know, like going into the prophets, you know, anytime they went out, that trumpet would represent a warning, man, or alarm, man. You know, and the Lord setting up his prophets just like how he did back then, now, man, to give the warning, man. You know, and these people should, and what we warn them and blowing that trumpet about is the great day of judgment coming, man. You know, the Lord's wrath upon this world, man, with many ways of destruction, man. And the Lord said, should they be afraid, man? And look, you know, we see it every weekend, man. We see it every day, man. When brothers putting up their videos to get scoffers and scorners, the ones mocking the word, you know, you go out there on the highways and byways, you don't see nobody stopping and listen. They go on about their daily walk, man, their daily life, not caring about what's happening or what's about to come. So they're not afraid, man. They ain't gonna be afraid until the Lord bring that great judgment upon them, man.
That's right.
And the wrath of the Lord coming down upon this earth and all hell break loose, man. Then it's gonna be too late, man. So the Lord is only looking for the elect anyway, but then again, like you said earlier, man, there's no excuse, man. There ain't gonna be no we didn't know, you know, we didn't know about the scriptures or the time of the Lord, you know, coming. Because the Lord set up his prophets, man, to give the warning before anything happened, man.
That's right.
What verse you at?
6.
Read the 8. Yeah, read the 8.
Read the 8. All right, fine. This is the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 6. It says, shall the trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord Yahweh Shai have not done it? Verse 7.
Yeah, because the Lord is the one doing all this, man. Not no Allah, no Buddha, you know, not no Jesus Christ, God, you know. Because the God and Jesus Christ, man, they're all Greek titles, man, or English titles, man.
Right.
When you come to serve Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you got to know the true names, man, and that's in the Paleo-Hebrew, man.
That's right.
The Lord is only dealing with the Hebrew Israelites, man. So if the Lord dealing with the Hebrew Israelites, that means that the Lord, you got to know Hebrew, man, because that's part of our heritage, man. You know, the reason why the Lord got these people stuck on that Babylon juice or that Jesus juice, man, because he don't want them, man. He don't want them to get his true name, man. You know, so if you look at these people, man, they claim that they, you know, love the Lord. They say they love Jesus, they love God, and look at all the wickedness they doing, man. So the Lord see them not worthy to give him his name, man. The Lord is only looking for the true, sincere, elect men and women, you know, and children that believe on him, man. That's going to believe on him and call on his name and trust in that name, man. You know, because all these false gods, these false names that they place upon the Most High and his Son, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, they don't exist because the Lord is not dealing with those false names or those false idols, man. You know, them false gods, man. You got to call on the Lord in truth and sincerity, man. The Lord said that the true worship is going to worship Him, man. And the true worships are the elect that's going to have His name, the Yahweh, and the Son named Yahweh Shai, man. And have the true understanding of the scriptures, man.
That's right. That's right. Continue on, verse 7. It says, surely the Lord Yahweh Shai power will do nothing, but He will reveal His secret unto the servants, the prophets.
It comes to the Lord reveal the secrets unto the prophets, man. And when they say that surely the Lord ain't going to do nothing, meaning the Lord don't have to come down here and talk to you ignorant 2/3 Negro Latinos and Native Americans, man. He gave His prophets the understanding to give unto the world, man. And they, whether if you believe it or not, man, it's going to be the Lord will that He's going to do, man.
Continue on, verse 8. It says, the lion had roared. Who would not fear?
The lion represents a fierce beast, man. A fierce animal, man. You know, that devoured majority anything that come in his past, man. A great predator, hunter, man. You know, so the Lord comparing his power to a lion, man. Because that was the Lord coming back with, man, with the devouring these people, man. Destruction, man. You know, the destroyed people, man. Well, the wicked ones, man.
Continue on. It said, the Lord Yahweh Shai power has spoken. Who can but prophecy?
Prophesy. So the Lord has spoken, man. And anything that the Lord set up, man, you know, it said who can't help but prophesy, man. So the men of the Lord can't help but prophesy because the Spirit of the Lord is on this man to speak His words, man. You know, you had times like different prophets like Jeremiah, Jonah, you know, at times that they ain't even want to speak the words of the Lord, but the Lord put the Spirit on them so intense, you know, that they ain't had no choice but to speak the word, man. You know, Jonah trying to flee from going to Nineveh, you know, to speak against Nineveh. You know what happened, man? He went on that boat. The Lord had him, you know, they had him threw off that boat into the water, and he was inside a whale's belly, or, you know, big fish. It could be a whale or some type of big creature, you know, that he was in the belly of it for, you know, 3 days. And the Lord had that whale or that fish spew him out on the sea right there at Nineveh, man. So Jonah couldn't escape it, man, because the Lord had His Spirit on him and put his name on him and His word on him to go out there and do His work, man, to push His word and give warning, man. So that's how elect men or the brothers in His truth should feel, man. You know, we can't but help prophesy, man, because we know that the Lord is dealing with us, man. You got to have that faith that the Lord is dealing with you. And this is a good thing, man, to find good grace in the eyes of Yahweh Shai, you know, and it'd be an honor to push the words of the Lord and represent Yahweh Shai, man. You know, and boy, you're going to get you know, salvation in the kingdom, you know, a crown, you know, everlasting life, man. You know, power, you know. So you got to be in the spirit of love pushing this word, man, you know, and to please Yahweh Shai, that you be delivered from the times that we're coming into, and we can hopefully inherit the kingdom that He's about to set up, man.
That's right. That's right.
That's it on that. Now you get on Amos 6 and 3.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 6, verse 3. And it reads, it says, Ye that put far away the evil day, cause the seat of the violence to come near.
It comes. So that's how these people is, man. The more and more they put off the evil day, meaning putting off the time of the Lord's return and thinking nothing's not going to happen, the more and more the Lord got it drawing closer and closer that He's about to bring destruction to this place, man. You know, because without the Lord think, without the Lord moves, man. The Lord got these people, you know, the Lord looking down like, oh, you think I ain't gonna come back on? The Lord said I'm coming. The Lord said, I'm gonna come back as a thief in the night, unsuspecting, man. So the more and more y'all think that everything's cool, everything okay, then bam, there's something else happen, man. You know, the next thing, you know, the main thing is gonna happen when this place totally collapse, man. That's right. When all hell break loose, man.
That's right.
That's it on that.
That's it.
We get Habakkuk 2 and 3. I'll read Nahum chapter 1 verse 3. The book of Nahum, chapter 1, verse 3. The Lord is slow to anger and great in power. So that why these people, thinking that, nothing ain't never happening. The Lord been speaking of these things ever since, back then, man. That old book, man, what y'all read in the Bible, man, is just a myth, fairy tale. Ain't nothing gonna happen. The Lord was speaking of these times a long time ago, man. It ain't gonna happen, never gonna happen, or it ain't gonna happen in my generation, man. So the Lord says he's slow to anger, man. And the reason why the Lord is slow to anger, because he said he wink at the ignorance of men, And the reason why the Lord is, not really bringing down, once upon a time, it seemed like the Lord was going to bring the great day. But the reason why the Lord took his time, man, because the Lord is about patience, and everything moves slow here in the earth compared to the heavens, man. Everything moves quicker into the heavens, man. And the reason why the Lord being patient, because he can, first of all, so he can seal the elect, and he can push his word throughout the whole earth, man. So it won't be no excuse, so it won't be, ain't nobody heard about Yahweh Shah. So it said now that, he's slow to anger, but great in power, man. And once the time up, man, that the Lord seal his elect, it's going to go to that next stage of the Lord bringing great judgment with that almighty power that he have, man. 2 and 3. Hold on, I still got a little bit more. Nahum chapter 1, verse 2, or verse 3. The Lord is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. So the wicked is not going to get away from the wrath of Yahweh Shah.
That's right. That's
so
right.
These people thinking that, they're going to, get away, escape judgment. You can't outrun or hide from Yahweh Shah, man. The Lord Yahweh Shah sees everything, man. So the Lord is going to bring that judgment on the wicked ones of our people and these heathens, man. And it said, the Lord have his way in the whirlwind, in the storm, in the clouds, or the dust of his feet. And that's twofold, because whirlwind can represent the chariots, man. And the Lord have his way in the whirlwind. You're seeing different types of UFOs, so-called UFO sightings, which are the chariots, the angels, man. But they also talking about, mainly talking about in this scripture is about the whirlwind, talking about the different natural disasters like hurricane, tornado. Just a couple of days ago, man, you had Alabama had a great tornado, man. Down there tore the whole state, man. Those disasters that the Lord coming with, man. Different storms, man. Or high, high time of winter storms, volcanoes about to erupt, great earthquake. All those are signs, and all those are judgment from Yahweh Shah, man. And he about to bring destruction to this place, man. Okay, now you can get it.
This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 3. And it reads, it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak.
And so the Lord said the vision was yet at an appointed time, man. It was an appointed time that these visions that the Lord gave his men, or he prophesied in these scriptures, was going to come to pass. But now it's coming to pass, man. Because the Lord said at the end it shall speak. And we clearly at the end, man. Because the brothers know that, man. Lord forbid, man, this place ain't got no another 5, 10, 20 years, man.
That's right.
This place is full of wickedness, man. And these people don't have enough of doing all type of wickedness, man. Now it's come to the point that the Lord's elect waking up, crying out to him, man. So the more and more the elect wake up and come back and cry out to the Lord, man, that the closer we get to the Lord bringing judgment on this place and saving the elect and establishing righteousness in the earth through his kingdom, man.
That's right.
But it say at the end it shall speak. So we at the end, man, is speaking, man. And one of the ways we know that these prophecies are speaking at the end, we at the end, because like I say, man, you seeing the men of the Lord, the elect men being waking up, coming back to their inheritance and coming back crying out and praising and believing in Yahweh Shah, man.
That's right.
Anytime when the elect, when the nation of Israel, turned from their wickedness and came back to the Lord, man, the Lord always heard them when they cried out, and he always saved them, man. So it's no different in these times, man, except for this is going to be the great salvation when Yahweh Shah return and establish the nation of Israel to be on top forever, man.
Continue on. Well, I'm going to read it over. This is a book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 3. It says, "For the vision is yet for appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie."
So it's not going to lie, man, because Yahweh Shem Yahushua, they do not lie, man. You know, they the supreme powers, man, of the universe, man. Anything that they say, man, is going to go, man. It's going to be fulfilled, man. It's not going to return void. It's not going to be in vain. You know, it is not going to lie, man. It's all faithful and true, man.
It says, "Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come."
Kind, that's what the elect men are doing, man. The elect man is waiting, man. Although, you know, brothers, you know, being in the spirit, you know, catching hell. We still, you know, desiring and looking and hastening for the day of the Lord. But the Lord said, wait, man. And that's what the elect man is going to do, man. That build your faith up more and more towards to the Lord, to depend on him, man.
That's right.
Want him to, you know, to come back and bring destruction on this place, man. And establish our kingdom, man. So the Lord said, although it tarry, wait for it, but it will surely come, man. The word surely meaning true, man. It's truly going to come, man.
That's right.
And we're seeing it by the times that we living in the different events and the signs that Yahweh Shem Yahushua given unto his elect man to see and know that his coming, second coming of his son is about to be near.
That's right.
Get Zephaniah chapter 1, read 1 through 14. Chapter 1, verse 14. Get the next book over.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 1, verse 14. "The great day of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, is near. It is near."
God, so the great day of the Lord is near, and it's near, man. The Lord, it's so nice the Lord said it twice, man. And make sure you know that you people get it, man. You know, because the Lord is not playing, man.
That's right.
And the majority of these people in the world, they don't fear Yahweh Shem Yahushua. But a man that's in the know, like, you know, brothers like ourselves, you know, and other brothers, man, praying that we part of that hope elect, man. We fear the Lord because we know what the Lord is about to do, man.
That's
and
right.
The Lord said that the great day, man, is near, man. That great day of what, man? Judgment, man.
Continue, it says, "And is hasting greatly."
Meaning coming quickly, man. And this was written over, you know, 3,000, 4,000 years ago, man. So how much more now, man? These, like I said earlier, man, the majority of these prophets that he spoke about, man, was really talking about in the times that we are in now, man.
Continue on. It says, "Even the voice of the day of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua."
The voice of the Lord is the prophets, man. You know, claiming his words, man. Claiming the destruction of the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, what he about to bring, or what he about to bring upon this earth, man.
Continue on. It says, the mighty man shall cry thereon bitterly."
So all these tough dudes, you know, everybody in America somehow think they tough, man. you know, got Jake want to be gangsters, you know.
Right.
Got their guns, you know. Got they, you know, think they tough, man. You got Esau, think he tough. You got the ones in these military, you know, these different armies, think they tough, man. But the Lord said in that day, man, they should cry ability, man. You know. But they ain't gonna never experience nothing like that, man.
Right.
You know, everybody, you know, they gonna be, you know, they seem tough now because, you know, ain't nothing really happening. But with no food, with great judgment coming, death on both sides, man, they're gonna be crying bitterly, man.
Verse 15. It says, "The day is a day of wrath. That day is the day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasted and desolated, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of cloud and thick darkness."
So they're talking about all type of destruction, man. Wasteness, man. Desolation. You know, darkness, man, meaning confusion, man. Gloominess, man. These people gonna be bugged out, man. You think they bugged out now, man? Imagine when all hell break loose and they're not in that comfortability anymore, man. You know, and they don't know where to turn to for help, man. The government gonna be killing them with the martial law, you know, and implementing them with the chip, throwing them in concentration camp, you know. And the Lord, they're gonna be trying to they're gonna be going to different type of situation, man. Like how the Lord say in the book of Amos, they shall flee from a bear and a lion metal, and they flee from the lion. They flee for the lion and the bear metal, and they flee from the bear and went into a house that they were safe, and leaning hand on the wall, and the serpent bit them, meaning that you can't get away from the judgment of the Lord, man.
That's right.
You're gonna go from one situation to another one, to the Lord finally bring that judgment upon you, man. You will have people, go from famines to next, getting diseases with pestilence, man. Getting thrown in a concentration camp, then finally the nukes gonna come and destroy them, man. That's why it's a fearful thing, to fall into the hand of the living power, man. How you supposed to believe in Yahweh Shah and obey him, man, to the best of your ability, man, and have that faith in the Lord, man. Because we already know what the Lord is gonna do, man. The Lord gonna show his wrath on these people, man, because these people take the words of the Lord or the power of the Lord as a light thing, man.
Verse 16, it said, a day of trumpet alarm against Pence's city and against the high towers.
All these great cities, man. Lord bringing that trumpet, meaning warning, man, by the way of his prophets, man, of the destruction that's about to take place, man.
Verse 17, and I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord Yahweh Shah, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as dawn.
So the Lord basically gonna be mass death, man. Mass death on this planet Earth, man. For all these nations, man. 2/3 of you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, you Israelites, and you heathens, man, that don't have no guaranteed salvation, man.
That's right.
Because the Lord is against you heathens, man, because he counts you as his enemies, man. And the Lord make you heathens anyway to be up under us, man.
Right.
The reason why you over us now, because we went off against Yahweh Shah. So the Lord going to destroy the heathens, and 2/3 of his people, man. Not the whole, all the heathens, man. But because you're going to have to save some of them, because their future is slavery, man.
That's right.
Running the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, the Israelites, starting off with the elect. That was going to happen to them, man. Because our kingdom, we're going to have slaves, man. Because how do people taught in the world that everybody going to make it into the Lord kingdom or so-called heaven, man? No, man. When the kingdom is established, man, it's only going to be Israel, and you heathens going to be on the bottom to serve us, man. Because that's how it was supposed to be since the beginning, man. That's it on that. I don't know how much time we got left. About that, let's see. Get Psalms 91. No, get Job 5 and 19. Get in and off on that.
This is the book of Job, chapter 5, verse 19. And it reads, it says, he said, deliver thee in 6 troubles.
And that 6 trouble meaning, the Lord got the 6 trumpets. And that 6 trouble represent when all hell break loose, man. The Lord gonna deliver his elect men out of that six trouble, man. Meaning when the times of all hell break loose, when there's martial law, concentration camps, race wars, disease, pestilence, all type of chaos taking place through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shah. His elect men gonna be delivered from that, man. But you're gonna have some elect men, the men that believe in Yahweh Shah gonna have to be martyrs. But still, that's a way of the Lord delivering them from this wicked place, man. Even if you had to die, at least you die in the spirit and power of Yahweh Shah, doing all you can, man. The Lord said, be faithful unto death, man.
Right. Right.
Because we got nothing in this world anyway, man. So ain't nothing, to die for the Lord, man. As it said, you gotta have that faith, man. Because all us, ain't never really approached death like that. But you gotta pray to the Lord and put that, if you're in that situation, pray to the Lord to deliver you from that situation. Or you have to pray to the Lord to give you the strength to do that, man. Or to take that death, man.
That's right.
The Lord said that the ones that died, he was going to be the first ones risen up. But he come back and receive the rest of the elect on the chariots, man.
That's right.
You know,
That's
so
right.
it's a win-win situation, man.
That's
to
right.
die in the truth or to be delivered, and Yahweh shall come back, come back and bring the elect, man. Bring back the elect into those chariots, man.
That's right.
But the Lord said He's going to deliver the elect men, the ones of the elect, from that sixth trouble, man. Meaning when all hell break loose, man. Continue on.
It said, ye in the seventh, there shall no evil touch thee.
And kind of that seventh trumpet, meaning when the elect men is in the chariots, man. And they say no evil shall touch thee, meaning now after that, because when the elect men are in those chariots, the Lord going to have these nations shoot these missiles on each other, man. And America is going to get the worst of it all, man. America is going to be totally destroyed by thermonuclear fire in this up-and-coming World War III, because it's the judgment of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And America is not going to be inhabited anymore, man. It's going to be a desolated land forever, man. But the Lord said He's going to deliver His elect man out of, He's going to deliver by the Salaki, by the seventh trumpet, or the seventh trouble. The Lord is going to deliver His elect man by that time, and they're going to see the destruction of this place, man. You know, from when they get beaten up by the America and different other parts of the countries where the elect is scattered at, man.
Continue on, verse 20. It said, in famine He shall redeem thee from death.
So in the famine, when famine hit, man, the Lord gonna redeem us, man, from that death, man. You know, the Lord said that His servants gonna eat, His servants gonna drink, His servants gonna rejoice, you know, because the Lord found favor in them. Because before all hell broke loose, they was praising and had faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
That's right.
Hastening and waiting, being patient for those days to come, man. So when they finally do come in, the Lord gonna have this man protected, man. He gonna have that hedge over them, man.
That's
His
right.
elect men. And the Lord gonna make sure His man be taken care of, man.
Continue on. It said, in war from the power of the sword. Verse 21. It said, thou shalt be hid from
So I can read that again.
This is the book of Joel, chapter 5, verse 19. Verse 20. It said, in famine He shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword.
And the Lord gonna deliver His men from the power of the sword, man. Meaning from the destruction, man. Different types of destruction, man. And the main sword is the Esau, man. The Lord gave Esau the blessing of the sword, man. So when martial law come in and different other militant groups, man, you know, the Lord's going to deliver His men from that, man. You know, the Lord said that when the enemy come in as a flood, He's going to lift up a standard against them.
That's
meaning
right.
that spiritual power, man. You going to have elect men with spiritual powers, man.
That's right.
That's how also the Lord's going to deliver His men from the sword or from the time of war, man. They're going to be able to flee away, man. Or they're going to be able to defend themselves fighting against these martial law troops or the militant type of groups, man.
Continue on, verse 21. It says, thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue.
The scourge of the tongue represent all these people that are coming up against the men of the Lord, man. Coming against the truth, you know, demonizing the truth, man. Prosecuting and slandering the men of the Lord, man. The Lord said that the men of the Lord is going to be hid from them, man. There ain't going to be no more trying to slander or demonize the men of the Lord, man. There ain't going to be no need, because everything that the men of the Lord going to say, they're going to find out that it's been true, man.
That's right.
In those times to come, man.
Continue on, it says, neither shall thou be afraid of destruction when it comes.
So the men of the Lord is not going to be afraid of the destruction, man. Why? Because the Lord will have that spirit upon them, man.
That's right.
His spirit upon them and have that hedge over them, man, to be in that confidence or to have that courage, man, you know, in those times, man.
Okay. Verse 22, it says, at destruction and famine, they shall laugh.
So the men of the Lord will be laughing at the destruction, man. You know, because first of all, we understand that it's the judgment of the Lord.
That's right.
The Lord will have a heavy spirit on His men on that time to understand it's the judgment, and it's going to be cool with the men of the Lord, man. You know, like I say, because we understand, man. Lord want to be part of their elect, man.
That's right.
You know, and we already know it's a judgment on these wicked people, man. You know, and the men of the Lord going to be laughing because the Lord finally brought that destruction upon them and proved his words to be true, but his men are speaking, man.
It says, neither shall there be afraid of the beasts of the earth.
So you ain't going to be afraid of the different animals, beasts that's on the earth. The Lord going to unleash a lot of these animals on them, a lot of the zoo, you know, these dogs, and unknownly creatures, man, that the Lord got set up, man.
That's right.
And the elect man is not going to be afraid of that, man, because the Lord going to have his hedge of protection around them, man.
That's right.
You know, so brothers, man, you praying that this lesson is edifying, man, that your brothers may fare well through the Spirit, you know, and we almost out of here, man. That great judgment, the great day of judgment is coming from the hands of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man.
That's right.
You know, so to the next time, brothers, keep fighting, keep pushing. You know, we almost out of here, man. You know, to the next time, we're going to give our praises to Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushua, Bashim, Rakah, Kadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone, the Ruel, and Shalom to the house of David, the elect. Shalom.
Shalom.